Okay, so I've looked it up. Speech checks are based off charisma alone, which is a bit annoying. I like having speech checks, you know, being you know, tied to things like intelligence and stuff like that. Well, at least when it came to Fallout games. I don't know how it would really work in the Elder Scrolls games, since they actually have a speech stat. Even though it makes sense for charisma, there are things like I would think having a high intelligence would unlock, like when talking about robotics and stuff. Since that's basically what I have Nora build as, is a intelligence build for the most part. Yeah, after we get one more level and two more levels in big leagues, we'll start going down charisma because we need to get down to local leader. And then after we get local leader fully max out with the 2, then we'll go down more until we get inspirational. Then after we get that, we'll probably start going down until we get strong back.
What the?
I wonder if that vertibird would blow our cover.
Let's do this.
To block that.
Target's gone. Where the hell?
Get the fuck back here.
You're dead. You should have given up.
I wonder what, we'll just leave him be for a little bit. He'll be fine. I know I don't get anything from it, but they irritate me. Kiri? Let's go check on our friend. Hi there.
Thought I heard something.
Ow.
You call this a fight?
Later, I will review these logs for relevant data.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
He seems most eager for violence, no?
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
There's the other half of the vertibird. Body's probably on the roof.
My orders are to the synth in the tower. I'll be waiting when you're ready.
What the hell was that? Get back! I was having Yahoo! I believe a sniper has found us. That is the right word, yes? Enemy Being dispatched.
Okay.
Good result in injury. This is for you. Engaging secondary defense.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Surely there are alternatives. There is already so much needless bloodshed in the world.
Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are.
Nice.
Hey, Curie.
Hey,
What do you want?
There's Curie go.
hey.
May I be of assistance?
Where did the dress go?
Thanks.
I just wanted to see what it would look like. Now I can't get her to unequip it.
You need something from me?
Sweet. Heads up.
You need something, yes?
Curie, put your clothes
Heads up.
back on.
You giving me a present?
Curie. Oh, know what? She'll dress herself when she feels like it. Carry up. Oh, there's no stairs. There's a ladder. If she's still not dressed, we'll go back to Central.
Well done. Gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents of just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me?
Please,
Shit, they
tell
did
me
something
we're
to
done
him.
with the
Take them out!
This is not what I expected to be doing now. Hostiles based in close proximity.
Son of a bitch!
This is
Get warmed up over here!
Again, I have survived the hostilities.
I'll take the scene back.
Gary, you're currently naked.
This is X688. Ready to reload. Claim set.
She'll rather be in her clothes when we load in, or she will still be naked. At that point, we're going to be looking through different outfits. I didn't even start the timer. Okay. Carrie, we're going to be looking through some outfits now.
This is something before the troubles, yes?
Eh. 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 Better. Looks like trash. Oh, Carrie.
Look alive.
Here's what I have on me.
There you go. Now let's go back and drop off what we have.
It is very still.
we have that's so heavy? Oh, that. That probably would do it.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
I don't care about who's to blame. I just wanted to
Yes,
stop
of
a killer.
course. Your pragmatism is admirable. It does matter, though. If everyone sees the Institute as a villain, dangerous forces could align against us. If we can put the lie to such assumptions, we diminish that. But enough about that. The task is done. And you've returned our synth. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and... Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Okay.
Just a routine patrol, man. It's an honor to meet you, man.
3 levels of approval. Can you believe that? 3!
Do you want 5?
Your new quarters are here, ma'am. Your quarters are just inside, ma'am.
Yeah, it's not what. Whatever.
When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
You've seen nothing.
Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from
Institute
you?
property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing. They no doubt mean to free these synths. In their delusion that synths are somehow... You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
What happened? What have they done?
They are in possession of technology that does not belong to them. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more I'm afraid we've reached a point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill mine. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
Of course, sir. We'll be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
They just drag I teleport right into the middle of Railroad HQ.
Working with compartmentalized information is a difficult transition for new agents.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the
Timing
synths there.
couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe
Maintaining
we
your
could put
cover
them.
is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
How much damage would it cause if we
We're
let them hit
running
us?
out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time.
We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one
You're
left?
a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, and any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early.
We need to draw them into the kill zone and then spring the trap. You'll probably have a courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Glad you're with us.
These appear worthless. Surely we can leave that behind.
Curie,
What is it?
these bowls belong to us now. Therefore, they have a use.
Bunker Hill! I so wanted to visit. It looks quite defensible.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our
I
situation?
assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. Just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Hi there.
opens with a key.
Okay, so we can't talk to them.
Who's there? Sound, what is it?
Possibly. Combat subroutine.
Where the fuck's the stairs?
Continue festivities is not advised.
Coca-Cola.
Go ahead and hide, little bleeder! Rage!
opening.
Okay, so how do we get there? I have a feeling this isn't supposed to be here. Hold on, I just need to check. Okay. I just had to make sure that it wasn't that I got screwed. There is a way up there from down here. I only do that if I think I've glitched it somehow or not.
Son?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. This just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this Wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA. Preferably related. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. When I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here. To not only do so in all this, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself.
Why let me out now? After all this time.
Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. Of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you perhaps most curious to me? Would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. Well, it's remarkable. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been a future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise the suspicion of Steel involved in this. They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
To be fair, it wasn't a lie. It was an ambush by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Why do these chairs have spines?
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure, with the exception of one. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence. But there are no immediate signs that International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more SRB agents are monitoring all known situations.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Well, considering all parties present?
Yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning, as I'm sure you've seen above ground. A very valuable I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel, and Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only over the years we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly the reactor is close to activated. But recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, and to how you will have. Sir. Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, while I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling us. This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volker's care for this time. Difficult. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say, please, everyone, please. I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
This can't be happening. I only just found you.
I've had the same thoughts more than a few times, but we cannot let this stop us. Our work must continue later. Right now, the future of the Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. I am naming my mother as my successor.
Boy. You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a
Ignoring
scientist.
your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say the Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in this will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
B592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak.
Plus, she has an intelligence of 9, motherfucker. She's only missing 1 point from having the max.
I'm glad you could be here to share this with me.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take.
I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurance. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the decisions ahead, for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
That's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running. We're going to have to cut some corners. Yesterday. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
What's a beryllium
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. I'll worry about the agitator.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. With our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Well, if we're facing the Brotherhood, let me get the armor.
I am tired of silence. Be careful. If the shielding on the reactor door isn't perfect, it can be hazardous to your health.
Don't worry, it'll soon it will explode before then. Will make you permanent enemy of the Brotherhood of Steel. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Sure! Not the first time I made them my enemy. And again, the last time I made them my enemy, I blew them up. In their own bunker. Actually, I killed them all, then blew up the bunker. Because that's what I did the last time we played New Vegas. That's the reason I usually do the, that's the reason why I like the wild card option. And so that at least the Brotherhood could stay alive. Mainly because, I know there's a lot of cut content in New Vegas. Like, there is an option where you can keep the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood sure is here.
Alive as cut content.
Over here! Over here!
I'm keeping one of their armor sets. I'll probably never use it, but I'm keeping it.
No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
I don't know why, but now I want nachos.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Nice.
Going down.
How long is this elevator ride? Oh, hi, Kiri.
Engaging defensive countermeasures. I would prefer if there was a
Yes.
Maybe they shouldn't be sending aspirants in here.
I'm hit!
Knight, where is your power armor?
I have some
out there. I've been hearing things all day.
I'll say no hide.
Aha! Found you! Who's that?
We have
Ah, Cure will keep them distracted. Don't know how they managed to teleport down here, but okay. So it's not M.
Got it.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things.
Oh, we know assaultrons and at least turrets are going to turn on.
Sweet.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Okay, if we go up here and activate these, what happens?
Detected acquired.
Give me all that. Oh. Now let's go and turn the Protectron off.
Shut down signal received. Unit returning to charge pod.
Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Should be a report at the top.
Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
It's right there.
Nice.
Oh, there you are. I was about to question where you were. Wonder how Curie's doing.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Oh, hi, Curie.
I'm in.
Administered swiftly and fairly.
This one was a synth as well! I'm just gonna... Oh! Reloaded. Oh, we need to park the armor and drop off the other power armor stuff we picked up. But once we get this quest done, I'll call it an episode.
There is no noise at all.
Okay, now we shall craft more soda.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia are quite a handful. Father has always been a little...
Dr. Fillmore? I think that was enough excitement for a while.
His choice of
Thank you,
successor
really.
shouldn't surprise
Couldn't have managed it without... I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
Well, that's gonna be it for this episode, and in the next episode we're going to do whatever this quest we got mysteriously is for. Oh, file sites. So I'll see you all. Until then.